Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy and we're gonna get straight into our explosive penny stock watch list. So the first stock we're looking at here is Humble on the daily time frame. I mentioned to you guys to look out for further down days on Humble, not because I am a bear on this stock, because the technical setup does not look good. So I had a lot of people that were hating on my analysis on Humble because they want the stock to go up, but you are in delusional land if you think the stock is just going to keep going up. This is healthy price action for a stock that has gone up thousands of percent in the last year and a half. And so if people don't understand that concept, then clearly they don't understand the game of trading and stocks and just how investments work. And so for looking at the price action, we knew we got rejected here. This was our signal that we knew we were going to go lower, and here we are still going down. Our MACD is in a negative territory, and so there has been no concrete bottom here in Humble. So I expect this price action to continue to drift down. Also, the OTC markets have been getting crushed for the last 4 months here, and so I do believe that is going to continue here in the short term. Our 50 SMA is starting to level off, so now our steep trajectory to the downside has minimized. We are starting to level out a little bit, and so now just remember, our price action is below all of our SMAs, so we are getting to very attractive prices to buy in. We still could go definitely lower here on Humble. I expect our RSI to get back into this 30 range, potentially even oversold before we start to make our way up. I have a prediction that we will get a double bottom here at around 74 cents before we start to climb back up. And so overall right now with Humble, we need to break past this level right here. That is going to be a major level of resistance for us. And then at that point, we will have some life here in the stock. But until then, we are in a downtrend. Have your dry powder ready to load up and pounce on the stock and buy up as much as you can, because years from now, this is going to be a steal of a stock, especially at these prices. So don't sleep here on Humble, but do expect the price to go a bit lower in the short term. Next stock of the day, we're looking at WDLF on the daily time frame. So Social Life Network is down 8.5% currently. Markets are still open. The stock continues to drift down. We do have an RSI that is oversold right now, so that is a great sign. Potentially a great swing play for Monday. The stock should be green on Monday if these technicals are lining up. We're looking at a price action below all of its SMAs. What I want to see with WDLF is our 50 bounce off of this 200. I don't want to see that cross, because if it crosses down and we get that death cross, this price action will continue to stay in this range and even go lower. And so you are going to get a lot of great buying opportunities. Like right now, the stock is a clear buy in my eyes at this price point, and I do expect people to pounce on the opportunity to buy the stock. But however, Ken Tap can't really catch a break here with this stock. A lot of people are accusing him of scamming, and that is yet to be seen. However, I do believe in this company. They have a lot of companies under their belt that are going to IPO very soon. And so overall, it's a real company with a real business model. Overall, this one is just wait it out. Don't look at it too much because you will hurt your eyes. It's like the sun. Don't look at it too long or you will burn your eyes. And so with WDLF, just got to continue to weather out these down days, because once it starts to go up, it is going to go up fast. And so right now, WDLF just continues to trend down. Next stock of the day, we're looking at IGEN on the daily time frame. So IGEN is down 5% currently, and the biggest thing with this stock is we have been in a clear downtrend right here between these two trend lines. You could see we tested this point as support, we held, we clawed our way back up, and this level right here at 0075 is the key level of support that we want to hold with IGEN. If we can't hold this, our whole chart does break down and it does look like we are going to go lower. We did get our death cross here, but our lines are very close together, so any sort of boom in price action will curl this thing up and it should make the price action into a golden cross. Another thing I want to check out right now is our accumulation, just to see how we're doing right now on our accumulation. And so you can see accumulation just continues to go up as our price action goes down. I expect IGEN to have a 100% day sometime in the future. I can't tell you when, but it's going to be massive, and people who are selling out now are going to be crushed when they see the price action go up so fast and so high in such a short period of time. This accumulation is just getting out of hand right now. People are loading up where they can, and they're going to continue to do so. If I pull this out here onto our monthly time frame, I just want to show you guys, there has been way more buying volume than selling. Over the last 4 months, when we've seen our price action go down substantially, it has been on minuscule volume. And so this right here is just market manipulation, trying to get the price low because big money wants to get some cheap shares. And so this day traders just doing their thing. And so you can see there's just been a lot more buying than selling in this stock. Another play, OTCs are getting crushed. On the monthly, it does look like we are starting to bottom out here on IGEN. It has been a long ride. We have just been going down here since March, and I expect us to curl up eventually. When this stock goes up, it goes up for months. When it goes down for months. And so we've been going down for a very long time. So I expect the tide to turn very shortly here on IGEN. Next stock of the day, we're looking at SEGI on the daily time frame. So SEGI currently is down 2.6%. We got our death cross, so we expect the price action to drift even lower from this point on. The MACD is looking like it's about to cross down again from the negative territory. And so just remember, this has nothing to do with the company. A lot of our OTC plays are getting clobbered. It's just how the game goes. You go up a ton and you go down a ton. We're in the cool off phase. Just remember, a year ago, these stocks were up thousands of percent. So this is just natural for the prices to come back down to earth. And so I expect this obviously to turn around at some point. Just be patient with these plays. This is definitely not the time to sell, especially if you're buying up here. You definitely should not be selling. So it's not buy high, sell low. It is buy low, sell high. And so at this point, SEGI is in the accumulation zone. Buy up where you can. The price will likely go even lower from this point. So you are going to get extremely juicy prices to average down your position here in SEGI. Next stock of the day, we're looking at MJNA on the daily time frame, up 2%. One of the only stocks that are currently green right now. It looks like we are starting to curl up. Our MACD is starting to curl up. And so we haven't got the death cross. We got rejected by our 50 earlier. Overall with MJNA, I'm a buyer when we break past this level of resistance. This is a long-term level of resistance on this stock. And so once we break past this point, I expect MJNA to soar. And so until then, this stock is just on our watch list, just in preparation for that moment. Next stock of the day, we're looking at ALYI on the daily time frame, down 4%. So the price action here has been cooling off as of late, but it's still above our 50 SMA. So it doesn't look like we are getting that death cross. So this right here is extremely bullish in terms of a technical outlook. When we're looking at our other stocks, our price action is not only below our 50, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of death crosses in a lot of our stocks. And so at this point with ALYI, we actually got a very nice curl up, and I expect the price action here to have a better outlook in the short term than most of our other plays. Next stock of the day, we're looking at HYSR. So HYSR is a stock that I'm not really a fan of in this moment in time. Down only 0.5% here. We've got rejected by our 50 here. We got our death cross, and it's just a battle with this stock right now. Tons of distribution here on this stock. So HYSR, stay away. Price action is going to go a lot lower here in the short term. Next stock of the day, we're looking at Rdgl on the daily time frame, down currently 10%, and this is to be expected with a pharmaceutical play. When you're looking at a pharmaceutical play with the type of upside like Rdgl, you need to understand that a lot of traders with a lot more money know how to play these stocks. These type of stocks are only going to explode on approvals. When you see large run-ups on no news and you see dumps on no news, that is just traders having their fun with a pharmaceutical play that has potential. And so when we're looking at a stock like Rdgl, you're going to have a lot of people who are just going to simply buy and hold for very good reason because they know that the potential for the stock is extremely high. Whereas traders understand that instead of buying at just any point in time, you trade, make as much money as you can, and then you get in right before the approval date. And so these type of stocks only explode on approval or they dump on disapproval. And so when you see all these crazy swings just off of no news, this is just how pharmaceutical plays are. If you're in this for the potential, then you just simply buy and hold. If you're a trader trying to milk the money, you're going to continue to do what you're doing. On our technical, you could see the price action is extremely stable. Our SMAs are pretty much parallel with each other. You could see that our MACDs are still in the positive territory. Accumulation is still very beautiful on this stock. And so there are a lot of people that are hoping for really great things to happen here with Vivos Inc. and Rdgl. And I am also one of those people. And so when you see the price dump and you see the price rise, there should be no hype and there shouldn't be any sort of alarm when you see that. Just remember, the make or break day for a stock like Rdgl is the FDA approval dates. Nothing else really matters with the stock. You're either in it before the run or you're going to miss out on the run. And so if you're in Rdgl right now, your thesis and the reason why you should be in this stock is because you think that Rdgl is going to get approved. Once it gets approved, this is going to be one of the craziest stocks on the market, that it's going to be extremely hot. It's going to explode to the upside. Or if it gets rejected, expect this to crash and come down to earth. However, in the meantime, before that date comes up, there is always that pre-anticipatory run. We had it over here. We were just running. And then right here is when we got our rejection. We dumped, and then here we are again. We're going to return and reset, and we're going to do the exact same thing all over again. New investors are going to be more aware of Rdgl, so the pre-anticipatory run could actually be a lot higher than the original one. But remember, all that matters is if this thing gets approved or not, and we can't really tell if that's going to happen. So you got to understand that this is going to be a gamble. If it does, you're going to make a lot of money. If it doesn't, it's going to crash. It's that simple. The idea of a stock is only as good as if it can get approved and put into action. So if FDA shuts this thing down and it gets rejected, then you can't really do anything about it, and neither can they. And so that's why this thing is going to crash. However, I believe that if this gets approved, it is going to be GG, and this thing is going to go crazy. Next stock of the day, we're looking at ACDC on the daily time frame, down 3%. Very nice setup. You could see we've held our 50 SMA very nicely. Our accumulation is starting to curl up a little bit. MACD had a very nice crossover to the upside. ACDC has real contracts, and I do expect the stock to be over $1 at some point in the near future, and as high as $1.50 plus. And so at 33 cents for the long term, ACDC is a buy in my opinion. Next stock of the day, we're looking at Job on the daily time frame. So Job had a very nice surge in price action, as well as STAF. We'll get to that a little bit later, but you could see our price action is now above our 50 SMA. You guys know I did get into Job a couple days ago, and so I'm excited to see where this one goes. You could see where our 200 and our 100 SMAs are. We are well below both of those, and so I expect this price action to slowly start to recover here on Job, which is why I hopped in. Next stock of the day, we're looking at STAF on the daily time frame, up 31%. But there are a couple things I want to mention here with STAF. So the reason why I put STAF on our explosive penny stock watch list was because our float was extremely low, which means we could see extreme surges in prices at any given time. And so when I'm looking at STAF right now, and you guys are wondering why the price is up so much, they did do a reverse split to regain compliance because they have to maintain a price above $1. So we saw that, and I believe a lot of people got head faked into buying that little fear. And you could see the crazy sell-off that we saw at that point in time. A lot of distribution at this point, obviously, because of the split. We had a crazy run up here to about $6.75, and we are going down. We have a gap to fill now here at around $4.25. And so with STAF, because they did a reverse split, I do expect it to go lower, but you never know with these type of plays. The market's a crazy place right now. It's going up 31%, so people who did buy at that 60 cents level made a very nice paycheck. And so this is what I was talking about with those options. If you had options at that point, you would have been wealthy from that point, because that is an extreme surge in share price, which would have been a crazy surge in your options premium. And so that is kind of why we had STAF here, just because of its low flow. Now I'm looking at Job because it looks a little bit more stable. It is looking like it's going to grow a little bit more organically. Again, with Job though, you are going to need the price above $1. So I just hope it doesn't need to do a reverse split like STAF did to get to that point. But overall today, for investors who were in STAF and Job, great day overall. Next stock of the day, we're looking at SNDL on the daily time frame. So down 1.72% right now. We are holding our 50 SMA. We got one back test already. This is going to be our second one. So if we do recover from this bounce, then this is going to be a great sign for SNDL. Our MACD will curl up. We will be back in the positive range, and overall this should lead to higher price action for SNDL. We do have more distribution than accumulation, so that is a slight concern here with SNDL, and so that will be determined here on Monday or Tuesday if this one wants to go lower, and it should let us know where it will be in the short term. Overall, the OTC market has been getting destroyed. destroyed. A lot of our stocks have been getting destroyed. Now's not the time to panic and sell. More so, it is to buy on this really nice dip for the next leg up. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Right now they're going down, but I'm here to let y'all know that they will go back up again. And so if you guys enjoyed this quick little update on our explosive penny stock watch list, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.